When I was little, I thought about big things. Rocket ships to the edge of the universe, solving world hunger. Big, important things. And so, when I graduated and I went for my job, I joined Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, the biggest drug company in the world, to help fix cancer or heart disease. Big stuff. Because, hey, you only live once. Don't waste your time with the little stuff. You gotta think big. And that was the idea that set me off on my journey that has gone many decades. I've traveled through many countries, and I've ended up here in front of you tonight. And I want to take this time to pause and share with you a topic, which is my toe. This toe, right here, my big toe. Now, you may be wondering, why have I come all this way to talk about my toe? Well, it's hard to wear one shoe. Well, I will share that with you, but first, I want to tell you a fact about my toe. That big toe, unlike any of the other toes or your fingers, you see, your other fingers, they have 3 bones and they can bend like this. But your big toe has only 2. It is a big bundle of muscles and tendons, amazingly strong, unique design. And if my toe was not like this, I could not comfortably walk upright for long distances. And for these days, that's useful for checking my phone or sending messages. But thousands and millions of years ago, that was how people could be hunters and gatherers. They could migrate over thousands and thousands of miles from one continent to another. It is how we handle tools as we move. My little toe and your little toe, if it were not like that, society would be really different. We always think about big things, but sometimes the little things are just as important. And so I came to appreciate that a little bit more. In fact, that lesson reminds me, and I look around, and I try and notice the little things. I try and notice the little details. And that's been important through human life. For example, back in 1928, there was a guy named Alexander Fleming, and he went on vacation. You see, he was a scientist. He went away for 2 weeks. He came back to his lab, and he walked in, he looked down at one of his little Petri dishes, and he realized he had accidentally contaminated it. And there was a little spot of white mold growing in it. Something that you or I would probably walk right past or think I ruined it and threw it into the garbage. But he became fascinated by this little thing. He looked at it closely. He studied it. He wanted to understand this insignificant little piece of mold. And that little mold was discovered to be naturally occurring penicillin, the first antibiotic, a substance that has saved more than 200 million lives since he came back from vacation back in 1928. And so these little details, these little things in life, like a spot of mold or a toe, they actually, if you stop and you become curious and you pay attention to them, they are the substance of life. They are the richness of life. And if you look closely, they can bring the importance of life. And that's something I've come to appreciate after starting out on my journey just thinking about big stuff. Now, you might be wondering though, why am I talking about my toe? What caused me to choose such a strange subject? I think you should know. And I'd like to share it with you in a story. Because I was sitting at home one night, late at night, sitting down on my computer. Ding! It was a message from Sonia, my VPE. She had a question. Hi, What's the title of your speech next week? Can you tell me? No. Ding. Why not? What's wrong? Well, I don't know, because I haven't written it yet. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And at that moment, I paused, and I thought about my VPE. Can I trust her? Is she a nice person? Would she be kind to me? And my answer was, yes, I can trust her. So I asked this question. How about you just give me a title, and I promise to write a speech with that title? Seconds, like not even 5 seconds, back came the speech title. Ding! A fact about my toe. Folks, be careful when it comes to trusting your VPE. But I must say, in this journey, in struggling to try and write a crazy speech about my toe, I did come to appreciate it is the little things. There is amazing fascination in the little things. I found my toe much more interesting than that big, important job at Pfizer's Pharmaceuticals. And so I urge you as you go away tonight, look at the little things. Pay attention to them. Become fascinated by them. You never know what cool things you'll discover. Timmy?